We often say, I'll start tomorrow, but then tomorrow just slips by, leaving behind deferred dreams, unfinished plans, and feelings of disappointment in ourselves. If you've ever promised yourself a change but still haven't made it, this video is for you. This isn't just a story, this is a mirror of you, the one who was once full of passion but stuck by procrastination, perfectionism, and the fear of starting wrong. But you won't be stuck forever. Just one small action, 2 minutes today, can change everything. If you relate, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because here, we're not just watching, we're starting together. Share the video with someone who needs a push, because sometimes a timely reminder can save a dream. Today is the day you stop promising and actually start. You've said, I'll start tomorrow, right? But then tomorrow comes and you back down. And then another day and you say, let's do it tomorrow. The cycle continues, gently, quietly, but with enough force to sap your motivation. You know what you should do? You have dreams, you have aspirations, but you still don't start. Why is that? Let's be honest. How many times have you seen an opportunity, felt the urge, resolved to make a change, but then you lie there, swiping your phone, scrolling through social media, and telling yourself, it's okay, I'll do it tomorrow. No one blames you. We've all been there. It's a very real feeling. When you wake up in the morning, look at the ceiling and feel a heaviness that you can't even name. You know exactly what you need to do to move forward, but your head feels like it's covered in a fog. Hazy, heavy. You're not lazy, you're just stuck. You may have blamed yourself. I'm so weak. Why can others do it, but I can't? But the truth is, you're not lacking motivation. You're just paralyzed by high expectations. You're waiting for the perfect moment, the energy to be high, everything to be ready, then you start. And that's why you never start. And then what happens? Every time you don't do what you say you'll do, you lose a little bit of faith in yourself. No one else sees it, but you feel it. That's why, even if you don't do anything, you still feel tired, weighed down, and disoriented. So today, I want to ask you one thing, just one question. If not today, then when? You don't have to do something big. You don't have to change your whole life overnight. Just one small thing, one 2-minute action, one first step, because that small action could be the difference between a dream being forgotten and a journey truly beginning. If you're still here, if you're still reading this, then I believe you haven't given up. And that's why I invite you to continue with me in this video, where you won't just listen, but you'll feel yourself in it. Do you remember how many times you started in your head but never started in real life? I used to be like you, a person full of dreams, full of ideas, always carrying a notebook with dozens of plans. I told myself I will write a book. I made a detailed timeline, set a clear deadline, bought a new pen, prepared an inspiring workspace. But then a week passed, 2 weeks, and I didn't write a single line. I blamed the environment, the time, the pressure of work. But deep down I knew I was afraid, not afraid of failure, but afraid of not being perfect. I wanted the first chapter to be really good, really profound. I wanted people to read it and say, wow. And because I wanted so much, I didn't do anything. It was a painful cycle. The more I procrastinated, the more useless I felt. The more useless I felt, the less I dared to start. I thought, maybe I'm not good enough. I envied the people around me, those who published books, those who started businesses, those who transformed themselves dramatically, and I was still standing still. Until one day, I read a very simple quote, but it made me speechless. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And in that moment, I realized I was living in the trap of perfection. I demanded that I be great from the start, so I refused every opportunity to learn, to make mistakes, to grow. And I decided to do one thing, stop writing books. Just write a short paragraph for 2 minutes every morning. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be profound. Just write. And the magic happened. From a paragraph, I wrote a page. From a page, I wrote a chapter. In less than 3 months, I finished the first draft, something I had not been able to do for 3 years. It's not that I suddenly got better. It's that I stopped putting pressure on myself to get started. I no longer need a big push to get going. All I need is a small, consistent behavior that builds momentum for bigger things. And if you're wondering, how do I get started? Here are my 3 biggest lessons to share that you can apply today. 1. Stop looking at the top of the mountain. Look at the first step. We often get paralyzed because we look too far. You want to write a book, but you think about launching, promoting, printing. You want to lose weight, but you think about 6 months of dieting and training. You want to learn a new skill, but you worry about it taking 1,000 hours to master. Don't do this to yourself. You can't take 100 steps until you take the first step. And sometimes it's looking too far that keeps you from taking the first step. Ask yourself, if I could do just one small thing for 2 minutes, what would I do today? Write a paragraph. Run in place for 2 minutes. Turn off your phone notifications. Open a book and read a line. Start so small that you can't say no. 2. Create a simple habit. To act without inspiration. Inspiration is a liar. It comes and goes. If you wait for inspiration to act, you will only live on impulse, never consistently. The solution? Create a simple, non-negotiable habit. For example, every morning after brushing your teeth, you spend 2 minutes on the thing you've been procrastinating on. Every night before bed, you write down one small thing you've accomplished. It doesn't matter how much you do. What matters is that you do it consistently, because discipline, not motivation, is what will get you far. 3. Don't judge yourself by your results. Be proud of taking action. We often get frustrated because we don't do well enough. But you need to understand, starting is the first victory, because there are many people who do nothing, but you have started. You only wrote 2 lines today. Great. You only walked for 5 minutes today. Great. You only learned 1 new word today. You have come a long way from the person who is still waiting for motivation. You win the day by winning the smallest moment. Give yourself credit for doing it. Reward yourself for overcoming laziness, fear, procrastination. That's how you build new confidence in yourself. And if you're still doubting yourself, remember, you're not alone. Everyone gets stuck. No one is born disciplined. No one starts out right. But those successful, decisive, disciplined people you see out there, they all have one thing in common. They chose to take action, even when they weren't ready. You can be next, not by leaps and bounds, but by taking one small step right after this video. So what is that small step? Write down one thing you've been putting off and do it for 2 minutes today. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be complete. Just start. Don't wait for the perfect day, because it will never come. Today is the day you've been dreaming about while you were putting it off. And if you're smiling a little because you know that, then I believe you're ready to move on. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you have to start. If you want to get anywhere close to anything great, don't let a someday become a day that never comes. Don't let today pass by in silence and regret again. You've heard the story. You've seen the problem. Now is the time to become a doer, not just a thinker. Right now, write down one thing you've been putting off and take exactly 2 minutes to start doing it. It only takes 2 minutes. You can do it. And who knows, it could be the moment that changes the rest of your life. If this video resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs motivation. Because sometimes just one video, one timely reminder can awaken a sleeping dream. Your journey starts right here and right now. Don't wait any longer. Get started.